Alright, so I know it's been a little while since I recorded a video. With that being said, I figured it's better late than never to try to put something else out. And yeah, so I wanted to make a video on why did I join the military? Why am I 7 years deep? Why am I going to do my 20? What about the military attracts me? Why am I going to keep doing it? Why do I keep re-enlisting? What made me want to do it in the first place? So with that being said, it's going to be a little bit more of a personal video, so if you don't care to get to know anything about me and you just want to strictly just watch my advice videos or just saying pretty much what the training is, then just watch those videos. But with this being said, it's going to be a little bit more personal. So why did I join the Army? So to answer that question, it stems back from my dad pretty much. My brother never served, my father never served, my uncle never served, my grandfather did from Vietnam. When I was a kid, I always noticed he got a lot of respect. My dad's side of the family always put a lot of respect into police officers, military, people who sacrifice. They always preached to me as a kid. You show respect to veterans, you show respect to police officers, people that push themselves, you should respect them. Whether it be my dad's the one that got me into weight training, so anyone that you see obviously has the discipline, you have respect for that. You know what I mean? Anyone that wears that uniform, been sacrificed and stuff, you always put a lot of make sure you respect that type of stuff. So growing up as a kid, once I finally hit 18, I only had a couple options in front of me. Go to college, get a job outside of the high school, which I don't have a resume, so I'm probably not going to like it, or join the military. And at the time, I didn't like school. I went to college after I got out of active duty. Still, just schooling is not, it's just not for me. I didn't fail out, you know what I mean? After a while, I was like, I'm just not going to finish my degree, whatever. I did a little bit of college. I have some under my belt, but whatever. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have taken school seriously, especially. The reason why I took it seriously is because I was active duty. Now, look at me out of high school, being a punk kid or whatever, not really knowing a whole lot about life really at that point. I knew I wouldn't have done well in school. So I said I wouldn't have gotten a good job, so I was like, well, I guess I'm going to join the military. My mom at 18 said, pretty much figured out, I'm just going to kick you out. So naturally, with my grandfather being a Vietnam veteran and all that good stuff, I was like, well, as a young man, you strive for respect, you strive for success. So how can I get those things? I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm going to join the military and prove something to myself and push myself. And knowing how I was as a kid, I was like, I need to get a little bit of discipline and some structure. Not that I was super lazy. I was a big working out and stuff like that. But as far as pushing myself into manhood and adulthood, I needed that extra push. So I joined active duty Army. I went to Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and then did my pretty much 4-year bid there, and then came home. And to make it sound like jail, but yeah, I did my 4-year term, and then I came home and joined the New York Army National Guard, and I've been there ever since, about 2.5 years deep. After I finish my 3-year contract in the Army National Guard, I am going to go into the Air National Guard Security Forces. I'm an MP right now, so I'll go Air Guard Security Forces. Transfers right over. So why do I continue to stay? That's why I joined. Why do I continue to stay? So obviously, a lot of people that join the military are patriots. Not all of them. Some people strictly just want the benefits, or they just want college paid for, or I don't know, maybe they saw it on a video game, like, oh, maybe that'd be cool. I mean, everybody has their own reasons. My reason is I love my country. I love my community. That's why I joined the National Guard. I wanted to serve both. I've been on Title 32 for the last year, so I'm serving my community with the COVID stuff, being an MP, doing the riots, civil unrest, and then just really being there for my community and helping them, and just knowing that I get to be a part of that stuff, being a part of history, you know what I mean? Just really pushing yourself and being able to do stuff that a lot of people say they can't do, you know what I mean? It's just, obviously not as a bragging factor, but just like, you get paid to train, you get to pay to shoot guns that people only see in video games. You get paid to free training, and they'll pay you to train. I mean, does it get any better than that? For me personally, knowledge is power. You're telling me you're going to train me how to do this, that, and the third, and then you're going to pay me on top of it? No brainer for me, you know what I mean? I like pushing myself. I like to, as I said, knowledge is power. So, I mean, this is where I'm going to get it. And I love my country and my community, so I'm going to continue to keep signing up until I retire. And when my nation needs me or my community needs me, I'm going to be a one step up to make it happen. So, I mean, that's really, for me personally, just reason why I'm still in it, why I'm going to keep being in it. A little bit of my background. I mean, you do what your family does, what your family promotes. You know, if your family promotes crime and whatever else, then you're probably going to be a criminal. You know what I mean? If your family promotes being a police officer, you're probably going to want to be a police officer. If your family promotes that military lifestyle, you're probably going to end up in the military. It's just how it works. You know what I mean? My dad wasn't in, my brother wasn't in, but my grandfather was. So you figure that you keep the tradition alive and you step up and you do what you have to do to be successful. And the military has given me a lot of things, including discipline, just toughening me up in general. And so, you know what I mean? The world is so sensitive these days, and when you get to be a part of that culture, that military culture, you're just a part of something bigger than yourself. I mean, even going through like basic training or being at Fort Bragg, I mean, you see a historic unit, you know, All-American 82nd, being around these units, being around all this stuff. I mean, you get to see history. You get to be a part of units that have been around forever and be the person to wear that patch and wear it with pride. So, as I said, it's just something to be proud of. As I said, you're doing something bigger than yourself. You get to challenge yourself. They're going to train you for free. I mean, yeah, you put yourself at risk, but that's the honor in it, and that's why people in the military and veterans get respect, is because they sacrifice so much. You know what I mean? Whether they go down range and they lose limbs, or sometimes they don't come back at all, or they sacrifice birthdays, they sacrifice Christmases, they sacrifice these things because they're going to volunteer, they're going to step up so other people don't have to. I mean, think about it. We have an all-voluntary force. Could you imagine if nobody volunteered? We'd have a draft, and people would be forced to serve. So that's another reason why I do it. As I said, I do it so other people don't have to. And I'll put myself through that stuff and that training, and you know what I mean? Be a part of something bigger than myself. I mean, that's really what it comes down to for me personally. I've talked to a lot of other people, though. Some people strictly just join because they want the benefits. They get enticed by college, and the Montgomery Dry Bill is a hell of a thing. I used it. You get paid to go to school. You have no student debt. I mean, you know, it's an amazing thing. Are you going to earn it while you're there? Yeah. I worked a lot of hours. I got broke off. That was a lot of stuff that I didn't want to deal with. But at the end of the day, you got to earn those benefits. They're not going to be given. So that's really just my 2 cents. That's why I joined. That's why I stayed in. That's why I'm going to continue to keep serving my country and my community in the Air National Guard after I finish my Army contract. Really, it's really what you make out of it. And yeah, it sucks, but what job doesn't suck? A lot of people aren't happy. A lot of people are in jobs that they work and they don't like it, and they deal with you're going to deal with bullshit everywhere you go. You might as well pick and choose what bullshit you want to deal with. And me personally, I connect with other veterans. I mean, it is what it is. It's what I've been doing since I was 18. It's, you know what I mean? It's where I feel at home. It's what I know. So why not choose that? I know what kind of bullshit I'm going to have to deal with. And at least I know that I'm, you know what I mean? This is all something that is, for the most part, a good thing. You know what I mean? As I said, volunteering, serving your community, serving your country. It's all a good thing. So with that being said, go ahead and put in those comments. I'd be interested to hear other people's stories, why they joined, why they're going to retire, and all that good stuff. So I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully I'm a little bit more consistent. I can't promise anything. I try to go quality over quantity, but we will see. So with that being said, I'll see everyone in the next video.